What's up, Northern New Jersey? How are you guys? So what is happening with our real estate market? The trade wars, the mortgage rates, the economy. There's so much going on that can affect our real estate market, and everybody wants to know what's happening. So I am going to deep dive with you into the data. I'm going to show you what's going on, compare us up against last year, and for all you real estate nerds that love following this, let's do it. And if you're just a person looking to buy or sell in our market, you qualify also. Let's go, let's hang out together for just a few minutes and let's look at this data, all right? So what we start with is always a look back before we go forward. And I always do that by looking at how many homes we're selling. You're looking here at 25, which is your blue line, and 24, which is this orange, yellowy, whatever, called line. You could see right now, year over year, that we are almost equal to last year, same time last year, almost equal. So we are 2.1%, year over year. So same time last year, we're selling a little bit more homes, 2.1%, same time last year. So let's keep that in mind. Now let's go to what those houses are selling for, and that's the median sold price. So look at the stark contrast. Okay, look at the stark contrast here. We are 8% over same time last year, 8% over same time last year. So did we take a little bit of a dive here? Yes, we took a little bit of a dive here, but we went right back up. And we saw that happening. We saw the market kind of pull back and say, wait a minute. But as soon as people started feeling a little bit better, homes started coming back to the market, buyers stepped right back in, and boom, the prices started to rise again, which is what we tell our clients when they get nervous. I say, if you wait, you're going to be waiting with other people, and then when you all come back to the market, you're going to start to see prices rise again. All right, so we always say, marry the house, date the mortgage. Marry the house, date the mortgage. All right, that's your median sales price. You're trending way above where you were in 2024. So now let's take a look at what those homes are coming to market for. So now we're kind of going into the future, right? When a house comes to the market, that's the listing price. And if listing prices are continuing to rise, there's a strong likelihood that we're going to see the selling prices continue to rise as well. So here we can see that the list prices are, of course, also rising 8% year over year. So the median list price for Bergen County is $753,000. So again, 8%. So for those of you who were sort of waiting, stop waiting, you guys. You got to jump right in. For those of you who have a house and you want to trade that house in and trade up to another house, it's a great time to do that. Take all of that equity out, plop it down on another house, offset the higher interest rates, and then watch your money and your equity grow, okay? All right, so we are now looking at the months of supply. I am sort of obsessed with the months of supply, and if you watch me every month, you know I love talking about months of supply because it is a very good indicator of the balance between the inventory and the demand. And it's very hard to evaluate what our demand and inventory looks like without actually looking at this data and analyzing it, okay? So you are now seeing, look at this line, the entire year of 2025, we have been trending with less supply based on demand and inventory, right? Just like a combination of all those things than we were in 2024. So objectively, we are having a stronger year than we were in 2024. Although we started a little bit late for 2025 rather, we are objectively in a stronger market with less inventory and more demand. Okay, and that is the most important trend line for you guys to continue to watch, right? The other important thing to watch is price drops. And this is the thing, I talk about this too. It's We are selling houses very close, if not over their ask price. We do have a deficit of opening price point non-luxury homes. So, those buyers and sellers are going to be sort of, things are happening a little differently for you guys than maybe for like the more luxury home prices. The luxury houses do tend to stay on the market a little bit longer and are facing some additional price drops. However, it doesn't mean there's not the demand there. It just means that perhaps, those sellers are maybe a little bit more aspirational, or maybe they're only sellers if they get a certain price. And there are always, I say, two kinds of sellers. There's the seller that will sell for the highest price the market will pay, and then there's the seller that will only sell if they get the price they want. Okay, those are two kinds of sellers. So right now you're seeing active listings that have experienced a price drop, and this number is obviously way higher than it was in 2024. Again, doesn't necessarily mean there's any shift in the market. It just means we have some very aspirational sellers and the buyers are saying, I don't agree. That's it. All right. What does this all mean for you? So you're watching this and you're a seller and you're wondering how long it's going to last. No idea. I can tell you we don't have the land to build our way out of our inventory crisis. We also are still experiencing a tremendous amount of demand from people who came here to rent and who haven't yet found what they want to buy or haven't been able to get into something that they want to buy. So there's a lot of people sitting here in our areas in Bergen that are renting that haven't yet found their home, along with, of course, people who want to age in place, and along with people that are coming from New York City and Edgewater and Cliffside Park, and also people who are looking to trade up in our own area. A lot of demand here, a little less migration outside, a little less people maybe traveling and going to New York City or Florida, and that's also creating a little bit of a stress on our inventory levels. The other thing that's happening is that the prices of new construction just continue to rise, which is also putting pressure on, it's also then elevating the prices of the resale market. So because as those prices of new construction rise, so will the resale, the existing home sales will also rise as well. The overall trend is though, if your home is priced correctly, marketed correctly, and in good condition, you will win all day long. And buyers are still looking for updated turnkey homes as much as possible. So whether you're looking to do any work on your house to sell it, or whether you just want to know what you can do to enjoy your house today to profit from that later, we are always happy to help. We have a program called the Value Up program, and we will offer you complimentary strategy sessions to tell you the best upgrades, the best things to do in your house, whether you are looking to sell right now. It doesn't matter. We cover all of Bergen County and beyond. The entire team is here for you. Please comment and share, and meet me right back here next month. We will again do a deep dive into our local real estate market. Stay safe and happy and healthy. Bye.